EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. To head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56. It's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. The pickup there, 5 yards.
37-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Chris Carson.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
To punt for the Seahawks.
On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. to throw again. Brady. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz call and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Buccaneers.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 41. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, this is Geis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, they're controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It's going to be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, that is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Buccaneers 7, Seahawks nothing.
Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
On the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Check. 57.
On the ground, it's Geis. Busts through the tackle, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
No, 66.
They'll run with Geis. Taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Here's Geis. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run the option on 2nd down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Touch 50, touch 50.
There's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up into 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 8. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And goal.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. To throw is Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
Into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Tyler Lockett, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Now, after nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Ties the game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
To Chris.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a little too aggressive defensively when the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown.
To O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard, as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Seahawks 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to throw right away. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Reed able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
It was Alton Robinson that time on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check. Crouch.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
Wilson
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
brought down right.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 40-yard line.
I know he ain't got it. 31's the mic. I got it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
And 5.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Matt. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then
it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go.
This is Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
A gain of 12. And
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. That's caught by Howard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. They run with Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Seahawks 21. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that one. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Mike Evans. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Set to 29. Alpha. Second reload.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. Again, it's Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Double time. Hey. Go down. 12 them up. 5 seconds.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Buccaneer first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. To throw is Brady. To Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Mike Evans.
From 19 yards away. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
Brings up
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Buccaneers are on their way to the Super Bowl. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 13 of the NFL.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
first and 10. It's Dobbins. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, it's Jeudy complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So even if you were a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
First and 10 at the
They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game. No doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
intercepted by them.
All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
first down. Dobbins, they stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Bengals' 14-yard line.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And the ball carrier. The tackle by Nick Vigil. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Allen. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Intended for
2nd down.
Judy. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And they will take over at the 20. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Allen's throw is complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jerry Judy with his... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. On the return, it's White. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's going to be caught by Judy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. That is just... They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
So
the
after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll get 34 yards there. But we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick slugs we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
And they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any steps. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
A strong running. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
The 49-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
J.K. Dobbins.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
To the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And goal to go.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the out. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage. I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? One, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And the points, they have come fast. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Allen now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. P.J. Williams with a pick, and they will take over possession. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Allen operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now Allen. Now a desperate desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good for a Miami.
Back to throw. Allen. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Chase Claypool.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
To throw is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. P.J. Williams with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Second down, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Dolphins.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bengals, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.